all is quiet on the Greek front in this episode, but for now, the only time when I feel that should we start the next war against Phrygia, we're just gonna have to wait until this man is elected. He's from the military faction. He's got a good lead. The military faction supports him, but not so much from the other parties. But the thing is about him is he's a minor character. He's an Agatho kid. That once prominent great family, which has fallen from grace. I mean, he still has a wife and a child. I mean, man's still got a family. Even though he is unpopular. But, oh dear. Is this the man that we want him elected? Not only selfish, but if he's a ruler, national tax will go down, and we'll get more tribute money from the tributaries of ours. And also, we found out about where is the Phrygian fleet, and who's its new admiral, Achaeonios, the Macedonian and the Kemetic. He's the new admiral of the new fleet that's been building. Although, he's pretty disloyal, which we can inspire disloyalty for him to prompt a possible civil war in Phrygia, but I think that's going to need a lot more than that. Because when we look at his power base, it's not very much. He's got a few lower cohorts, so he must have been a previous land general. Now they appointed him as admiral. But our admiral is still good. Question is, oh yes, he's very healthy, and he's a gambler too. So don't worry about him. Even our aggressive expansion is still quite up, and our manpower is near full, while theirs is not even full, but they get more manpower right faster than we do. And I even thought about possibility of raising up a new army, but if fully mobilized, then that would do us bad for the balance when the war is full blown. But for now, just wait a few years. I mean, I would love to create more megapoliremes, but no need for that. But I need to know the size of the Phrygian fleet, so you got nothing better to do. You're a pretty good admiral. So more megapoliremes, so we're probably heading to one of the ports, assumingly Alexandria, so follow them. Even though I could send one out, but you're about fast enough. You're not at war. We're just gonna do a little bit of spying. Well, the fleet should be stationed in Limnos. Which, by the way, still starving out the population. It's not my fault. It's because there's just too many people living there. Speaking of too many people, since we got this money and political influence, one more for Metropolis. Just move one slave here. There we go. Now, let's make this Metropolis. We'll pay 400 gold and 100 political influence. Karkhedon was once a Metropolis. Now, it's going to be a Metropolis again. And same for Athenai. But they have reached its population, so we'll make that a metropolis as well. 2 more big major cities. But look at that, all that iron. 10 of them. That's only because of Laurium restored. That's why there's so much iron here. We're going to be rich. And it's going to take us 730 days, which... that's... 2 years? 2 years, yes. But remember, when war comes, remember your objective is to take 3 more islands, and then subsequently Thessaly, which will be the main target, and the rest of the Aegean Islands. That's part of Asia. But however, we would also have to eventually fight against our Egyptian allies for Andros, which they're still somewhat loyal. I think they will remain so, unfortunately. But in actuality, if we ever fight against Andros, it'll be a very easy war. It's just, should we fight Egypt in the future, it'll be mainly at sea. And I'm not interested of sending troops to Egypt. For now, it's just mainly focused on economics. The main fleet will be stationed in London. Well, the other fleet's going to do some spying. Look for their fleet. Know their size. Do a bit of reconnaissance. But of course, the games shall be held. Not to mention, we could be scouting any Olympic competitor. Should a guy of a high marshal win, maybe we could try to befriend and recruit him. It's another way of thinking. We did create a fortress on that Cretan island, Carpathos. We ought to get that soon. Scandal. We'll conduct a full and fair investigation for once. We have the money to support that. They're probably at Alexandria. Into the Nile. Where are they stationed at? We found them. So there's still much work to be done gathering testimony and exploring specific crimes, both religious and temporal, that Megaleus has committed. Preliminary findings point heavily to his guilt. While the investigation is not complete, some have suggested that Megaleus prematurely retained in order to ensure it does not try to escape justice, although this would undoubtedly distress the family even further. Prison. Well, we haven't had tyranny in a long time. We don't need that right now. Leave no stone unturned. Justice will be done. Turn around. We found them. Moment power. Thumbs up. Okay, here's what we know. 152 ships currently with a level 10 admiral. 32 Liburnians, 31 triremes, 7 tetraries, 7 heptaries, 19 octaries, 56 megapoliremes. Their specialty. We can assume they're probably going to have a few more to be built. Right now, head to Athens. And also in that future war, we got to be sure to use at least 1 or 2 armies to the Aegean to capture all these islands. Now it has come to our attention, earlier today, the city guards sent to arrest Megaleus at his villa outside Taurus. They'll bring him to court. Found the place deserted. It would seem the coward fled Magna Graecia at dawn with the majority of his wealth and seeks refuge with friends abroad. While investigations succeeded in rooting out and end this reign of profligate, the slaves will no doubt resent our loud Make us escape justice. The guards still unfortunately come across a portion of his wealth left behind. Let me see. Let's just free his slaves and give them the money. We get our other source of income. So now we have another family. So we already know the Leotids, the Custikids, the Dietids, and Agathids, and now it's the Gogid. Even though he's only one. Gorgid. Or Gorgid. Former slave. Well, I hardly doubt it. I'm gonna give him any job. He's the only one of his family. Some would say I should have just taken the money, but look, our income is great as ever. There's no need for that yet. Yes, I'm aware that Fort Stratos, which is over there, taking attrition. That's because of where they stand. But they're not going to take attrition losses. We still reinforce them with any. Alright. How did that man get third place? Who are these people? A Massalian. A wife and kid, huh? See your traits. Young man. It's possible that we may have another, decent general. Most of our martial level generals is 7. 7 or 8 at the most. All of the Leotid family. Oh, them too. Because we have more great families. So now the Leotids, which was another of the old generation of families, they're gone out of minor characters. So I'm sure they are beginning to come their way. There, now you got yourself some of that power base. Perhaps we ought to give them jobs. Well, he's governor. Well, he is not good at anything and any skill at all. Unless he gets married and have children, then we'll consider. It's almost like we're rooting out the old antiquated families of Magna Graecia and replacing them with newer ones. Unless the family head adopts more. There they are. We know Governor Minis. Used to be Agatho kid, but now he's changed his last name. Callisthenes, Governor of Greece. Aristobulus, General 7th Stratos. There you go. No last name. I'm sure they'll be adopted. It's their last name that they belong to. Look, at this rate, we're ready for war. The question is Phrygia ready? And our peace deal won't expire by them until next year. Or alternatively, there is another part of Greece that we need to take care of, and that's Argos. Senate will not approve. Fine by me. They're tributary, but they would stand in the way. We can't get them on our side. Too loyal. It's a good thing we have an army positioned there. So, it seems the best way to get them is declare war against Argos. Phrygia becomes war leader, and we'll take care of the rest of the objectives. Thessaly and the Aegean Islands. And destroy their navy. That's your primary objectives for this upcoming conflict. And then after that, deal with Andros and keep Egypt away from Greece. That is our aim. So the Artho kids fallen from grace because they had too many jobs. The Laetids fallen from grace because of too many. No, not too many. Because of, well, it's just one more great family from a former slave. Donate a vast sum to the Magna Grecian treasury. They would turn nothing but a favorable outlook on its future activities. Ticket donations have become more commonplace. Perhaps it wouldn't be so bad after all. I knew you have a lot of money, but look, we're both rich men. But use that money to sort up the Magna Grecian treasury? That's enough money to afford mercenaries in a future conflict. Sure, we'll do business. May have consequences. Be careful. Well, better store up the granaries. Only because we need food for the frontline troops. In the relevant, areas that are soon to become war zones. Heck, maybe perhaps the breadbasket of Magna Graecia, Karkhedon. I recall some of these areas don't even have farming settlements, as they should. That's wood. There's the grain. Build these. Wood, wine, grain. This one's also got grain. Well, build a granary too. Just care about more about food these days. To feed the populace and whatnot. Every city's got to have a tax surplus. And a marketplace as well. Yeah, let's spend some of that money for that. Aha, there it is. Just this once. Oh great, a pirate haven. Oh yeah, plenty of freemen live here, which definitely contributes to manpower, but I'd like to see a little bit more of the citizens as well, so get a library. So, there you Don't need to spend a lot of them. Where's Thassos? To answer your question, Thassos is over there to that little island. We can get more elephants from Persian Empire. Where did the Persian Empire get elephants? Oh, all the way over there? Elephants live there? In this region? Ah, there they are. Semida. Iranian elephants? I do not recall them ever living there. That is a long distance trade route. Thank you very much. Perhaps we are going to get along together. If only we were to become allies. So that way we can use you to, to attack the Phrygians from behind. Or the north in this case, since you are a bit isolated from there. But you are also allied with the Bosporan Kingdom, so that works for us. Collaborate. Aeneas the slave. Do we need another former slave? Or maybe obsessive and narrow-minded. But he's got very good finesse. Should we? Or should we not? Just for this once, because I don't want to have any more corruption. Corruption is starting to become a concern in this republic. Since we won great victories of this great generation, but unfortunately the country is very corrupt at times. We're gonna find you a job. Don't you worry. Oh, you already got one. Okay. What's Carthage doing? Obviously, fighting in areas in the Iberian. Can't do anything about that, I would, but my concern is with Greece. Once Greece is dealt with, then I'll maybe turn my attention back to Carthage and controlling more of the African areas, especially all along the coast. They can have Iberia, but Africa will be mine in the future. In a military tradition, I'm going to stick with the Seleucid path. Tarentum. These lightly armored infantry were recognizable by Thoros, a distinctive manner of shield, and were amongst the most mobile of Greek troops. So, since we're a light infantry intensive army at times, so let's up the morale of the light infantry so they'll stick around a bit longer during the toughest of battles. Which means after you get 100 more, then that means you unlock this, and you automatically unlock that as well. So let's finish this path. And this next one, that'll definitely do, since we're also a cavalry intensive army in some of our armies. Of course, when I say army, like we mean the whole ground forces of Magna Graecia. All of these. Some of them have cavalry, some don't. 198 cohorts total, so nearly 200,000 strong. Well, theirs is slightly reduced, but they could afford more if they wanted to. was the head of the family. Natural causes. Just wondering. That's what iron is. This is iron. Iron, iron, iron. I wonder why Athens, Attica has so much iron. I got all pig iron. Now that we have trade relations with the Persian Empire, they got good resources. They got good trade goods, I should say. And ours is doubled. And it appears that Phrygia will only keep about 152, while ours is way larger. And he's become intelligent. Good finesse, good statesmanship, and more loyalty of governors. My son Glaucus has grown up. Fortunately, he has a risk. A powerful general in command of a great number of loyal troops. Well, he led us to victory. Despite the efforts of generations of brave lawmakers, demands that we should abolish our laws against corruption against government. We can only guess regarding the veiled threat. What might occur should we refuse? Assembly of citizens. That's for reduced tyranny. But Senate approves if we were to do that, but we don't have much stability, so we can't afford that, unfortunately. That I wanted to. And why on earth we would pay him off, since he's very rich already. And he's not going to be around for long. Okay, he's going to die in a few years. I'll say never! He could be a disloyal army to go wherever he damn well pleases, but I ain't scared. Do not worry. There'll always be replacements. He's a level 8 anyhow. That's considered average. The wood is good. Simply for the sake of it. Persian Empire is rich with resources. And we can trade them off from there. Yeah, we'll have so much money that we don't have to worry about, you know, what goes on there. Oh, by the way, this little army, reduced maintenance. But he ain't gonna be around for long. So do not worry about that. Sure. Until he's elected, that's when we shall begin a war. And he's not too popular either. Told you. He was the head of the Thessaly family. No loyal cohorts of this army anymore. Zolios, Leonted, former great family. Cautious but uncaring. So, Zolios, you will lead this army. And get back to the original post as it was. Originally we told him to stand there. That was a bad place. This one, not so much. Ah, Cretan. Not Italian. only Lemnos is still starving, unfortunately. Almost starved out of the island where population can return to normal levels. An Axo-Archid family. Is that so? We'll just say yes, simply for the sake of it. It's not a prominent family by any stretch of the imagination. Hey, you got a child. Oh, mother died during childbirth. It's unfortunate. Vestibulos. It's an interesting family you got there. Yeah, it's almost like the old guard of Magna Graecia is slowly fading away, and boy is under attack. That may be... although we had a minor interest in controlling the rest of Cisalpine Gaul before, Greece is going to be our main interest, and will remain so. Aggressive expansion should be lowered enough where we can declare war and get what we wanted. But I would say just wait until Armalas. Makes me want to endorse it. But the instability, however... yeah, that was my decision. My mistake. Would have loved to have the military faction in power so we can get more morale of the armies and navies, but... I guess he could be co-archon then. Plus, he's a general. An energetic one at that. From a no longer prominent family, and he got a family. So I would say fine. I mean, as long as it, gets the commerce up to help, sustain the economy during wartime. What you should do is, yeah, these are more national manpower, more omen power. Which, by the way, what's our current omen? I forgot. Oh, it's still economy. Could be further reduced. Okay, one more. One more to research, unless you want to wait until, in 2 years' time. Reduced army maintenance, look for that. Not concerned about, siege abilities, because our offensive moves will be limited to, Thessaly and the Aegean Islands, and what is left of Argos. Just a settlement, no city. And if they do remain, if their fleet does remain in Egypt... hey, did I see this right? The ruling Antigonid dynasty is actually not very much. There is old Menandros, wartime rival. While his immediate family isn't too much. I wonder why he has no wife or children. Because he's got no one to marry to. Not to mention he's corrupt. No, damn it, this way. Yeah, he's still in Egypt. Still building ships. Guess we may have to deploy the fleet sooner rather than later. we can defeat their navy, then here they're still building way more. There, country's stable again. Good thing we deployed out of here sooner. So remember, this army is going to be the one to besiege this area. Either of the two. Your backup, while you guys go on the offensive towards Thessaly and defend it, whilst the other armies will get the Aegean Islands. Check. Where are they going? Up. Follow them. I think they're probably going to be heading to their home port. Probably over there, we assume. Keep an eye on them. Support. Again, we're ready for war. We're just waiting for the green light. But the Senate says no on the matter. But perhaps it's going to take some convincing. They're too loyal at this point. The best support we can get out of them is likely the mercantile. Yeah, that'll do. Knowing he's going to win the election. So it's best to befriend him right now. I got money to spend. Yeah, keep shadowing them. They're building more megapolises. They've stopped. I'm watching you. Hate it when that happens. Going across the Aegean, I see. The Aegean, I see. I get it. Oh, they're transporting an army. Well, we'll make sure that never happens. They may have more megapolises, but we outnumber their ships by a large margin. They're probably going to go to Epirus, we assume. We'll head to them. And probably just in case, we need more megapolises, knowing that we have them secondary cohorts. So let's think like them. How many? Theirs is typically 55, possibly more. So as many as you can build would just sound insanity, but that will do. There we go. So that's in all different ports where wood can be afforded. And the maintenance is going to be terrible. But it'll be worth it. But do not worry, we get the fast transport ships of Liburnians and Triremes with limited combat capability despite our admiral who's suffering from dysentery. We can replace him. Yeah. Someone like him. I know it says tactically inflexible, but that's for land armies. So put it on someone. You're the new admiral now. And if anyone attacks you, ram them. I think it's time. Yes, we have support from the Senate, but I think perhaps we should wait until he's elected. Just to see what will the Senate say. Will they further improve upon him? Unless he makes more negotiations with his infinite wealth. Well, he's silver-tongued, so he could do some convincing. He is a charismatic man. Not much in the way of loyal cohorts. Only 2 daughters that his family has. Yeah, we're building this many. That's just in case for losses in that future naval battle. He's suffering from gout. I was about to say, damn it, man. You should be treated. We can't afford another admiral. Although you can, it's just you gotta befriend somebody. But the question is, who? There's no one better. Well, there's him, the Thracian. Yeah, the Thracian Navy, which is what helped us out to win the naval battle. Well, I think it's time. It's probably the best way to do it. Declaring war when having military. 1 second. So that'll be till another month. That would be a month before election day. Plus they got an army on board. Maybe we should declare war when they still have troops on board, so they won't land anywhere. Plus they have a terrible general anyhow. That's over in Liguria. It's okay. Come on, Lord Master. I know we'll have him elected, but I would like to strike him while he's not at port. It would be the best time. So there you have it. The co-archon is a military man, which he's not good at anything, so I contribute the most, unfortunately. You'll get your chance next time. The old General Minis. He could be Archon again. Sure, he can have the job. Oh, hell. More population starved out. This is still understandable. And Crete again, so it's not a place to resupply anymore. And I'm going to tell you why this is occurring. It's because of too many damn slaves that we brought home in the last war. And that's on you, oh my goodness. That's on you. But what can you do? Phrygia's at war. That's why they're moving. Taking advantage of smaller countries, huh? Them's fighting words. The Senate approves it, but they're divided on this. It needs 1 more seat to make it 100%. And we don't need any more tyrannies. Hey, co-archon. Let's be friends. Ah. Looks like your son is going to be a good military man. We might make a general out of him in the future. We'll find out this coming November. We'll take a look at him. He could either be a suitable replacement for one of our lesser admirals or an army commander. Raise yourself a good kid. That's why I say, let's be friends. So don't start a war just yet. So they're likely going this way. That's too close to home, though. He was governor of Africa. Save the omen when the war starts. Oh yes, Metropolis, there you go. It took me a while to figure out the pronunciation of that word. Get in our grain here. Bread basket of the Republic. And Athens, and it's also Metropolis. Glass from the Phrygian Empire. More civilization. Imagine having 100% civilization of this city. It's a place to be. Just one temple simply for the sake of it. Simply for the sake of it. As we will befriend the party leader and Archon, then we shall declare war against Argos and defeat their fleet. We know he's steadfast. Ours is suffering a bit from the gout. Wish I could tell you to get yourself treated. Oh, is he really this low? Barely. It'll be Lord with tyranny. But I'll persuade him, just to make sure he stays with us. Oh no, not this time, you son of a... The first engagement, I'm sure the Phrygian fleet crews, they were like, you know that fleet's been following us, and they realized, well, that's a cause for war. So, it's an unofficial engagement. That's the first engagement takes place before the land campaign. Right, remember your places. The Senate approves. Now, it's time for the sacrifice of the gods. Just one. To get our stability up fast. And call on Ares to further up the morale of our armies, because this is going to be a tough fight. Phrygia is already at war with one of the smaller countries. That's the reason why they've mobilized an even larger force than ours. Because they're in the middle of one. Whereas we've been ready for years. Thus the beginning of the Third Hellenic World War. When it mainly concerns Argos, Thessaly, Aegean Islands, that's it, no further. We make minor offensives, and then the second half of that war will be mainly on the defense. Everybody's joining. And I think this naval battle will probably be a long one, and hopefully more ships will be coming. Hope you know what you're doing. Egypt has joined. Dardania has joined. Thrace, Bosporan Kingdom, and his subjects. Oh, by the gods, the maintenance! Get out! You know, this being Iron Man mode, you can't go back to that. Fail to realize it. This is gonna shoot me in the foot. Get out! Out! Good point. We lost 5 ships. Well, they were all captured. Okay. Sorry about that. But remember your priorities still. Do not worry, we'll be coming back with more Metropolises. Actually, hold position. Don't you know all of our morale is very low? So you're gonna have to wait. Damn it. This is what happens when you get short-sighted on a few things. Don't worry, the Phrygian Navy ain't gonna come back here. Not yet, at least. So we lost a few ships, but we'll make it up with a few more Metropolises. We'll get them soon. Move in. No, 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 you're cavalry. How the hell did I click you first? Remain in your position. You're the one that's going to take this settlement. Right. You're the one that's going to be on board to take the islands soon. Actually, no, it should be this army. Because this one's got elephants. So switch places. And we'll start the advancements soon. Okay, our very first engagement in the war was just a... Well, it wasn't even a real battle at all, so... It's alright. Well, what's not alright is the increased naval maintenance, knowing that we're going to be bringing a lot of ships aboard. It could have been worse. That's all I gotta say. It could have been worse. If he's coming over there, oh, don't even think about it. This ship should be fixed, right? Yeah, we didn't have a proper engagement. Yeah, time to start moving again. Head this way. Looks like they've hired some mercenaries, but they're exiled, so they can't do a damn thing about it. Argos has nowhere to go. Argos hired some more mercenaries. They got someplace to go. Yeah, they've hired many mercenaries because of all that wealth that they've been saving up for. They'll run out of food shortly before the siege is done, them being a city-state. Yep, Navy's on the move again. So again, yeah, we started a war with one minor mistake, which we were able to prevent disaster. Everything was under control, despite the fact they captured a few of our ships. But we're gonna pay them dearly very soon. And where's the Thracian fleet? Over there. There'll be many other front lines that'll occur. But unfortunately, Egypt is going to take a beating. Begin your advance. Epirus is not the objective. It's this way. So head to this way. Well, you start working there. And you will support them behind them. And you'll take their place, knowing that the large armies are going to be coming from Macedonia. Like this one, for example. Is that Menandros? You'll be on board soon to take the islands. Oh hell, I don't know, this island has links to the mainland. Good thing we have a fort there, despite no food. That means no garrison. It'll surrender easily. We'll lose our naval port here. Again, all this Phrygian occupation. But this is mainly on the Egyptian front of things. It's just there's a blockade that's also ongoing. But the ships are ready to be built. While we have to go hunt down the Phrygian fleet for revenge. And we'll lose one in the process. They didn't capture, they sunk it. Get on board, since they're going that way. Going to Naxos. Safe port. Wait a minute. There's the other fleet. They're not turning around. Try to take that one down. We're taking a shortcut. Oh no, the Rhodians got this. Stay there. Rhodians took out the fleet and army. You're gonna big assault to Naxos. Remember, the Aegean is also the other objective. Got a few more places to take. Ignore the islands, it's going to be part of it no matter what. Guess it'll keep them busy. Oh, there's an awful lot of mercenaries over there. This one's got food, this does not. Gee, tell you what, if we were to expand more, we could... Let me see, Rhodope. I mean, having a few more islands would do us good in a food situation. Since, well, that's owned by Byzantium. Okay, it's only that island then. And we gotta deal with these Argos mercenaries. These islanders. Aegean mercenaries. Lost sight of the Phrygian fleet. Move up. Little. Okay, found you safe port to go, while they will be taking the islands. They probably went this way. If not, then maybe Egypt. If they do pick up troops from Egypt, then actually do check. That's where they went, probably. Got 2 more areas to take, and then that's for one of our primary objectives. Bad. Better. Oh my goodness. Clay and I. We got Achaia under our control. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's Menandros. Let's see. Level 8. 7. Get off that objective and move. Again, he's using envelopment. That's his favorite tactic. To counter this envelopment, shock action. Hephaestion, go save him. We're going to be outnumbered here. Probably have to use this too, and that's all the political influence we can afford. More discipline. Support is here, and the elephants. No longer will Metropolises the Hellenic be known to man in action. All peoples, friend of foes, shall laud the name of Metropolises the Conqueror. Yeah, they were engaged. And Menandros gave them another bloody nose. We barely won that battle. But we took more losses. Get back. No, you stay. You get back. We got the main objective. Cavalry, move on. There's probably going to be a lot more up here. It's got good food. Unless you want to occupy more, which we can do. Just go ahead and take this area while cavalry take that. Control the whole province, and you control their food supply. And we've taken the main objective. You're lagging behind the schedule. Move out. Also, you should get these two. What the hell are you doing here for? Where is the Phrygian fleet? I ain't gonna go down to the Egyptian front. That's not our priority. Okay, we'll just go one way around. Nice. Cyprus. No, Cyprus. Over here. Oh, hell. Get back over there. Look, more mercenaries. Mercenaries, mercenaries, mercenaries. That's all they got. That's all they can afford. Oh. They got a higher morale and they're outnumbered. Cavalry, get ready. And despite all this, the games will always be held. And we have martial advances. More armies morale than the navies. Let's just use this one research, alright? For reduced army maintenance cost. And I'm sure we'll get money by other means. That'll even it a bit. It's just too bad we can't figure out how to lower the maintenance for the fleets. Unless the next level will have it as so. No, definitely not. Get over here. Okay, that's too many armies here. In this case, you're going to be the big backup. And don't forget about this island. Uh-oh, there they are. We can't catch them in time. They'll probably do an invasion force. Oh shit, I forgot to merge in with them. Oh, mother of... Well, fortunately, those guys are mercenaries. Pay attention. That's why you should be looking at that. But we got him. Damn it, man. What's the matter with you? Listen, you've taken a beating, both of you. We're relieving both of you. We're sending these two up to these positions. You two stay back and reorganize. Cavalry stays. And if it gets another nasty beating out there, then we'll send them up this way. Defend these gains. And we lost visual of the fleet again. Get ready to get on board and then capture this island. Probably went to the northern Aegean. Probably towards Thrace or Bosporan Kingdom area. Again, no shortage of manpower for us. This way. so much fronts to cover. Just take this one little island. No fortress. They're on the move. We finally found them. We're going to be heading to the Hellespont. This is where we'll engage them, despite your illness. You will get them. You will get them. You will get your revenge. Okay. Now that you're here, now reorganize, both of you. Get your cohorts back into numbers. While we'll hold the line here. Because this is about as much as the food can handle here. And we'll do something about those mercenaries over there. Land here. And then we're going to get on out of here. And we got to drive these guys out of here, which I think we're going to need some assistance to that. Wait for the movement to be locked. Here we go. Four, 9. 21 years old. Technically inflexible, unfortunately. I think we have interest in that man. Maybe a Macedonian, but... Again, if you want to befriend a foreigner, that's going to cost you. And that includes all these other characters that came here to compete in the Olympics. Which, you can see where they're from. Good. Those that they've sent their con over here. Including this man from Bactria. Which he's way too far away from, you know, the compass. So probably when you start the games, then you need to start befriending a foreigner. Maybe that'll cost less. I don't know. Never tried it before, and I don't think we have time for that because of the financial situation. Get up there and help them. Because this is about to be a big naval engagement here to the Hellespont, and we will likely win it. We have the naval for the size advantage, but the real question is, can we really tip the balance at sea? The Battle of the Hellesponts begin. But, oh no, got frontal assault. This may hurt us, but more mega polarities will be on the way. So just hold the line. We won this one. We didn't lose any ships, they lost 38. Only because they withdrew. They chose not to fight. Okay, the counter against frontal assault. Close rank. He's going to land there. Now you what? Head to Limnos. Yeah, head to Limnos. When they move out again, we will chase them down. Let them run. And that includes you too. gotta get with the rest of the program. I get to your ship. The northern front's all quiet, but there might be some escalation in the Imperator front. All we need is to get rid of them and siege this down. And then we'll have all what we wanted in relevance of the two regions. So just let them go. Wherever they're going. So just come in together. As one. I think I have a clue of where they're going. This way. Not again! And there's gonna be more coming. Development. You're the best general out there. Go save them. You're more concerned at sea than in land. Get ready to force march in case things don't go well up here. We'll be there on a week's notice, so just hold the line. We got old Menandros again. Look out. They'll probably turn around and stop that. Pull back. Now you hold the line here. And looks like they found the back door to Greece. Because the assault on the final island may have to wait. Turn around. Go upriver. Nope, they went that way. I got my eye on you. We dare you to move out. I'm sure they probably hired mercenaries along the way. Because they'll soon run out of money finally. That'll put a strain. Do not worry, you got many more reinforcements here. Alright, they're all full. Stop reorganizing, both of you. Maybe we should use these two armies to defend the... Never mind, we can handle it. Get back to your starting positions. And land in Athens, go pick up the food supplies, and then we'll assault the last island. Didn't know Macedon was part of that. What's left of it, anyhow. Again, we started with a fatal flaw and then already over 100,000 casualties. I mean, we got the main objectives. Just need one more island, and then it's ours. And maybe possibly kick these guys out of here and pick up this island for more food for Lemnos. And may have... it depends on the war score. We'll have it figured out by war's end. We didn't have time to repair all the captured ships. We got this handled, do not worry. We'll be heading to there now. In case they go that way. We'll be fine here. How many lower courts you have? 8 already, okay. At least you're proving your worth. And change tactics. We have free reign at sea for the most part. Okay, up the timetable then. The food supplies is good, we will attack them in both ways. Although we could have used the main fleet to break down their defenses at the coast, but unfortunately, the Phrygian fleet is still out there. Yeah, all 127 of them. But once they move out, we'll chase them out. But I'm gonna give them a chance to let them sail away. I was about to say walk away. But Phrygians and mercenaries hired by Argos is coming. They got plenty of money too, so it's mainly a mercenary war of sorts. Safest place for forts will be here. Oh, if they go through this pass, that's a problem. It's a damn good mercenary gun. Shall we get him? It's a wonder how this man who came from Boy is now known as the Hellene, from his actions here. Attack, attack, attack. Combined forces will defeat him. We'll take that damn island. We'll engage them. Cavalry is to follow. They haven't had their piece of action yet. Yeah, just what I thought. Keep your eyes open on the Phrygian fleet. We know what the result's going to be in Delos. With the combined forces. Their heavy infantry holds, thanks to their discipline. Awfully high discipline. That was a deadly amphibious assault we pulled. They sure held. You're the one that's going to siege. Old minis. Alright, you're out of here. Head to there. I think it's better if we just blockade them. There's money in blockading, you know? We've killed the rest of their mercenaries on this island next door. So you ain't going nowhere. They chose phalanx. Best way to counter against phalanx is envelopment, but that does very little, so it's best to keep it normal. No, that would be bottleneck. Let's get up there and help our friend. No, you idiot! You misread that. That's Argos flag and their flag. The phalanx is working against shock action. As you were. Get my flags confused. Menandros is coming. Get out of there. Our losses are minimum. But get back. Menandros is coming. We speak Menandros like he's a evil entity. They want their city back. Oh yeah, we'll drive them out. They don't have the morale, nor do they have the food. Just need one more island. And possibly this one too. Things are gonna get nasty now. Just, move this way. Okay, move over here. What the hell are you guys doing? More delaying action to stop Menandros? Don't you know there's more armies coming this way? The phalanx is not working against his envelopment. You drove them out, didn't you? I didn't notice. I mean, I knew you can do it. If that was your priority, and you did it, by golly. So now he's steadfast. So, he has improved his marshal. The old veteran did it. And Delos has fallen. The islands are ours. Now we can focus on the main front line. I want every man here. Come on, we're moving up. This is going to escalate, at least for a while. But remember, for the peace deals that we need, in Achaea, the Aegean Islands, a small bit of Crete. Don't want Epirus yet, because that's not part of the Greek mission. And Thessaly. Yes, these are the areas that we need. But, well, this war is going to continue on for a little longer. And I have no desire of it for any more. That's unless, of course, we have to switch stands, but I have a feeling, I think we got a few more battles coming. But as we said, keep them blockade and we can see their movements. But remember, Menandros is coming. His combined forces, they're coming, they're coming. Olu's son has become a site of the deadliest battles of this particular war. But despite all this, it still says that we are likely to win. Are you sure about that? Now it says it's unclear which side will win. Well, we got reinforcements. And we have more ready to support, so get your running sandals on. And you too. They're all going to be coming soon. We got all the main objectives, but I have a feeling we still got a few deadly battles coming. And this is our best general right here. He's a conqueror, and a kindly man too, and he's a tactician. They call him the Hellene for something. Not to mention that he's also adopted into the family. General? From the Boy tribe. When the movement is locked, all armies must move. Now. Support him if need be, but I think it's sufficient. Here we go. Bloody September. Remember, best general, high martial skill, that's the main tactic. It's going to be shock action. Good against his envelopment. Remember, sometimes caution must be thrown to win. A few foes can stand a mass charge, though we must be wary of those that can feel a staunch defense. Against Menandros' envelopment, which is drawing forth an enemy counterattack and plunging them to the side of their exposed formation and can cause massive losses. Against an enemy who can quickly marshal them into multiple fronts, however, increases the risk of this maneuver. Remember, we have the experience, and so do they. Got them where we want them. Reinforcements are arriving. We got him. Now get back to your positions. Stay where you are. You're a great help. Now what say you? Very well then. But we can have this reduced even further of the war score cost. Cost stance. We have the wait. Now what do you say? Very little reduction. Well, I guess the fight continues. Hey. Well, no. I think it needs 2 armies. We know you're going to be going to that, but we need another volunteer. Minis, of course. Head to Etria. You two are going to get on board of these ships to Limnos and kick these guys out of the island and take it over. While we keep them blockaded. Even though I would have loved to systematically destroy their navy. And don't rush to Dave. At least since we're keeping the navy at bay, this will have safe transport. I'm sure the Egyptian situation is worse. Actually, not too bad. But then again, the other commitments to other fronts. And meanwhile, Carthage is still doing their part of the war. Charge! Fight the mercenaries! Our side might win because this is an amphibious assault as well. Or straight crossing, we should say. I don't even know what their tactic is, but they got far lot more cohorts. And they have a much better commander. Mainly archers and heavy infantry, so this is going to take a beating. Tactics are even. They have the discipline, and so do we. Oh, shoot! Oh, this is close. Look at that. You see what I'm seeing here? That's all because it depends on who's fighting what on the cohorts of these sides. Our horse archers are... We're trying to get them. Now it's heavy infantry fighting heavy infantry. The archers are going to be killing us. Now we're going to be coming across archers very soon. That's not good for the heavy infantry. And it's a straight crossing and you know their terrain. Not good. Light cavalry's still around. We got the cavalry. Now it's going to be archers. Our horse archers should take care of the archers if the heavy infantry fail. We got him. Take care of the supply train. And we're going to deal with the last of their mercenaries here. Lots of unnecessary sacrifices, but that was island hopping, as deadly as it is. We've killed off the last of their mercenaries. Damn! Bloody battle. No, let's see a penny of this. The slow governor would be a bad thing. Let me persuade him, since I have the ability to do so. Okay, we've captured this island, so we'll probably have to include that in our negotiations. Imbros. Imbros. Starts with the letter I. Yeah, but we lost the last major battle, the Allied side, so we have to win one more, then that's going to be a big up for the positive. To get on out of here. Let them come for one more round. And one more epic battle here, then we'll win the damn thing. I'm tempted to go over there while they're still busy. But we know Menandro's coming, so he's ready to engage us in one more great battle. Because he's a tenacious man that knows no quit. So the armies are reinforced and they're ready. But however, we may get further away from the positive. As I said, we need another big victory. You may want to move up. Just a little bit. I mean, a blockade wouldn't do any good. They'll still go over river no matter what. They're sending all of Phrygia towards us. I guess you may want to go too. You're the difference maker. You've got the elephants. Actually, you should land over in Lamia. Every available we can get. Here we go. This is it, boys. Here in Ulusun, Thessaly. I'm ready for this. Mercenaries, Phrygians, Menandros is coming. Where's he gone? Oh, starts on the second, huh? Yes, they're the ones that started. Go. We may have more on the way. Keep calm, men. Together we're strong as gods. This is going to be a long, protracted battle. Last great one of this war. Nearly 100,000 of them will be coming here. Menandros coming. Yes, he's coming. Well, we don't know about the mercenaries, but we got a bad tactic off right now. But they'll soon replace generals. Reinforcements have arrived. There comes reinforcements. Polyperchon, their best general. He's a mercenary captain. He's picked skirmishing. This favors us, but there are many more coming. Including Menandros. A little more. Badly outnumbered, but we're holding the line. $30,000 are coming. This should be a difference maker. 103,000 here. Epidaros is coming to reinforce us. Ionians, Phrygians are coming. We got them. Ooh. It's not over yet. Incoming. Now they stopped. Shoot! That's a deadly one. Now is it enough to convince them? It's like, okay, you've beaten us in a great battle. It is over. But that's 5 for the aggressive expansion. Not a big jump. It is a good one. Thinking. Of what can we add? Although Phrygia did take more territory, they did it again. Okay, that's too big. Yeah, I didn't notice a war score cost. Yeah, that's too big as well. If we want to liberate a piece of territory, have to be something like that. Okay, actually we can do a little more. That will not do. Moesia is a good one, because it used to be part of Thrace. Because I've always wanted to liberate an area. But we could do a little better. Tribalia, no? Where's Tyrus? Isn't that in Phoenicia? No. Don't remember thinking. Unless you want to cancel them, their subjects. Like Ionia, but that's way too much. War score costs. But if we wanted to have it release at least one nation. Where is Olivia? That's what we're wondering. Unless it's some tiny obscure place, okay. I think Moesia it is. Just to help Thrace a little. So there you have it. I will go no further. Because that's the territories that we wanted. We do not want to go further up into Macedon. Especially towards Pella. It's too bad we cannot liberate Epirus yet. But that'll be for down the line. So, there you have it. Pass judgment. They're Greeks, you know. Ooh, very good. Okay, we'll bring in Alexandros and crucify the rest of them. And of course, that means a whole nother area to govern. Macedonia. Slave output, put them up there. What a bloody war it was. So now we inch closer to final victory. Alright, now that we captured this territory, as you were, as usual. Well, you gotta pull back. Y'all fought well today. It's a poor country. This will be a capital here. Right, as these troops march home, including the fleet. And I hope this would have solved the food situation. I'll require this island now that because this has got fish. Lots of it. These troops will be marching home. We have 2 completed missions. Hellenic Liberator. Only when the borders of Greece are secure and the lost possessions recovered can our minds be put to rest. No more will Greeks live in the shadow of Macedon, as the Thessalians long suffered. With the recent reconquest in all parts of formerly Greek territories, many point to Hermolaus as the instigator. Yes, Hermolaus. Which he may be suffering, and he's a very silver-tongued man. But do not forget that he is also the general of 6 Stratos. He's the cavalryman who made a difference. So the people have already begun to call him Eleutherios, the Liberator, and his fame has spread across Magna and all Greece. Never again will Greece bow down. That's what they call me now. Yes. How will I else save you? There he is. His cavalry saved the country. Saved. And also, more importantly, the Lassocracy. The Strait of Hellas has always been her ready access to the sea. Through its markets and coasts of the world, like Athens, we will exploit the strengths of naval power to ensure the protection of Greeks everywhere. We own the islands that we needed. We have at last managed to recreate something of a Delian naval supremacy, the base of our allies spanning the Aegean and securing her waters from incursions. If we are to remain powerful, we must make our navy as important as our army. Yeah, no kidding. Maintaining constant vigilance over her quality and readiness. The sea will be our domain, with Poseidon's blessing. Now we have a better morale of navies, and it'll cost less to build more ships if need be. And that's just what we need. Now all we need to do is get Andros. That's going to be our next target for the war. But that'll be for next time. And tell these guys to stop force marching. You're hurting the morale. Well done. That's all I've got to say. And the old war veteran, Minis, who became steadfast, will be the next Archon. Because he's very popular. But remember, if we want to, we can go to war against Andros right now. Although it will break up with Egypt. Them and their Arabian allies will come after us, but it'll be a very easy war. Just for future reference, Minis is going to be marching to there, as we will be ending the episode with that note. So, one thing is for certain in the upcoming episode. The final reunification of Greece. It'll fully be ours. So all we need to do is to take down these two fortress islands belonging to Andros, and then this island as well, and defeat the Egyptian fleet. Although they are big, but at least we know where they're positioned. And of course, fighting against them means we would have to break up with our Egyptian ally. No hard feelings. And I got nothing against him. Never too as well. So yes, with that note we'll end the episode right here, as Phrygia will continue to advance northward into the Dardanian provinces, which I think we ought to get them on our side to improve opinion over time, make them a tribal vassal. They're not good allies anymore. They're becoming unreliable. So with that beginning the new year, so that means we now have less than 100 years until this playthrough's ended. And it is likely on the next episode, Greece will be united. That's the Magna Grecian Empire. And we'll see what its rewards will be, besides the feudatories. All that and more for Tarentum, for the Italian League, for Magna Graecia, for United Greece. And for that, ladies and gentlemen, so long for now.